Hi, my name is Dylan Eiswanger. I am representing the Greenville University Papyrus, and I am here with Coach Scott Wilson, who has aided us as a track coach and assistant cross country coach for over a year now. I know that I have appreciated his wisdom and presence on the team, and so has other members. I'm here to gain some insight on Coach Wilson as a person and as a member of our coaching staff. How are you, Coach Wilson?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I'm glad to have you. I'm going to start by asking you a couple broad questions. Can you tell me about yourself and where you grew up?
Yeah, I'm originally from Wisconsin. I grew up in Milwaukee area. First 20 years of my life pretty much spent there, and graduated from Milwaukee Lutheran High School, and then went on to Wheaton College for my undergraduate, and graduated from there a long time ago.
Okay, awesome. All right. Can you tell me how you got into running and your life as a runner, so your career in general growing up?
Well, I thought I was a basketball player at first. My older brother was a good runner. I didn't want to be in his shadows. And then I realized if you want to be a good distance runner, you actually need to run in the summer. So before my sophomore year in high school, I ran and took off from there, and ran in high school and in college and even after college.
All right. I'm interested myself. What are some of your times in high school? Weren't you a champion in the mile?
Yeah, we ran the 1,600 meters in Wisconsin at the time when I was. There was a private school division and a state division, a public school division, and I was the state champion in the private schools. But I had the best overall time in the whole state of 4:13.0 my senior year in high school.
Okay, wow, that's really fast. Can you tell me about your life leading up to coaching, and where has or does your desire to coach come from?
Well, I grew up. I have four brothers. I was number four. Grew up in a competitive family. Blessed to have great parents, and always tried to be the best in things I did. So I think coaching is a great outlet of that, and I knew that it was one way to kind of give back. And coaches in my life have had a real big impact on my life, and I kind of wanted to do that as well. So between the competitiveness and giving back, it was a natural road to kind of follow into coaching.
All right. What has been your role here at Greenville as a coach, and what has been your experience ultimately as a coach?
My role here is to assist Coach Patton, just help our program continue to flourish. He's developed a great program. I oversee the sprinters and get to work with that group, which is really fun. But recruiting is a really big portion. But then during cross country, assist wherever I can in that aspect. And I like to be an encourager. And everyone has a story, and it's not easy to be a cross country track athlete, and because it takes a lot of perseverance and dedication over the long haul. And I know that if you get occasionally encouraged by someone, it can make a difference. So I try to do that, but it's been a good experience so far.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed your personal messages and your frequent acts of encouragement. And what has specifically been your favorite part or experience within the Greenville University community?
Just getting to know people. I mean, again, as I said before, everyone has a story, and it doesn't seem that long ago when I was in college, but it does. And I remember, man, I was young back then, and I appreciated people giving me a helping hand and that journey. And I see people on that same point further back in their lives right now. So it's neat to see people grow as people. Definitely get better as athletes in that competitive environment, and just like to play that part.
All right, awesome. What are your plans moving forward with coaching and ultimately with life?
In life, I want to be a good husband and father, be a Christ follower, and coaching-wise, just get better at my craft. Working with sprinters, there's a lot of nuances, but each person is different. So every year, even though you've coached a lot of years, each person has different things they need to work on, different personalities. So just working towards helping people get better.
All right, cool. That's all the questions I've written down, but I would also like to know the story behind how you got to Greenville.
Well, it's a little bit of a journey. I was the head coach at Anderson University, and for 8 years. My wife finished her Master's of Divinity, which is almost equivalent to a doctor's degree it's like 80 graduate hours, 90 even. And she took a position in Michigan, so I moved away from my position at Anderson and stayed home with my kids and actually volunteered at Central Michigan, coaching there. And but then her mom had a stroke, so we moved back to Indiana. And then once she got stabilized, I started looking for a coaching position. So, and this one came open, and I'd heard of the good reputation of Greenville, and I'd come across Coach Patton before. So, when that door opened, I was excited about going forward.
All right. Well, that's all my questions. I know we as a team have benefited from your presence on the team. I know that I've enjoyed your presence on the team, and so thank you for meeting with me and giving us some insight on your experience here at Greenville.
You're
Is there
welcome.
anything you'd like to add?
Well, it's been a pleasure, and we'll keep plugging forward.
All right. Awesome.